Good morning, good Friday morning. It is 9 o'clock in the Pacific time zone. I'll check for an audio check here when this gets around to it.
SpeakerBot is alive.
Hello, SpeakerBot. Good morning to you as well. Yep, and I hear my voice, and my volume was turned a little bit low, is why it was low, but my audio indicator says that it is loud enough. So, take that. Pop out chat. Hello, y'all. Ran Israel. First, me, really? Hey, Ran, I noticed your comments in chat yesterday about that you had brought up the subject or mentioned about the new Dell model names, or that they were dropping some model names. So credit to you for that. John Williams, great trader. Alice Jones, hey everyone. Rick Lakes, hello. Everybody. I just saw, oh, that number floated up. I guess it just went up to 18 from some other number. Brian Lightfoot. 3 doctors all say Doug is their brother. Doug says he has no brothers. Who is lying? Oh, they're all sisters. Answer, no one. The doctors are Doug's sisters. I got it before I read the end of the line. You gave that one to me. I was expecting you to be testing me on that. I figured that one out, all on my own. My wife ran away with my best friend. I sure miss him. That was a genuine laugh out loud, Brian. Let's see, DougBot's here. Phil Stodd, hello. Phil Stodd got slipped in there with all the DougBots. Almost missed him. Audio, 5x5. Mike Wojcik, Jesse Kirk, 19 watching. I will go to community comments or channel comments. These down here I haven't responded to with the timestamp yet. I don't need to respond to Eric's with a timestamp, but I held on to his because I had asked him for a link for where he got this bit from. And this was regarding that how to fix File Explorer green loading bar. And he said it's not a fix. I think it is. I like it very, very much. So much so that what I've done on both the original video and the follow-up video, at the beginning of the description, important note, item 12 was added after this video was published, and I think it is the best first choice at this time. Now, that was just that 4-minute follow-up video. Some of you might not have seen it. So on both of those videos, I added item number 12. I put both of those registry delete items in there, bag MRU and bags. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. Let's take and let's see, I'm going to copy all of that, highlight all of that, and Control-C copy. And then I'll highlight, well, I don't need to do that because they're both under shell. So I'm not going to highlight both of them. Take that off screen for a moment while I look at my clipboard history and be sure I'm not revealing something private, and it's good. So then what I'll do is Windows key R, regedit. And oh, I already went to that. But anyway, if you weren't already at that key, you could highlight this whole address bar up here and then paste that key, and it should take you right to that level in the registry. So here's the bag MRU and here's the bags, and those develop over time with essentially what amounts to your File Explorer history. Apparently, that's what it appears to be. And then this bags, see, it's got a lot more stuff in it, and Baby Beast is also got a lot of stuff. So all you do here, and I feel confident enough about this to do this live on Big Beast Build while I'm streaming, and I have not tested this on any of my other computers. So we'll see about that. Right click on it and choose delete. Answer yes. Right click on bag MRU and delete, and yes. The reports on the video MD Tech, right? The reports from users there said that it worked right away for them. They did not even have to restart the computer. And I suspect that that may be completely the case. So what I wanted to do is just reopen File Explorer, not to test it because I wasn't getting the green loading bar, but then I want to go right back into regedit and see if it has recreated those registry entries. I suspect it would have, yes. See, here they are both existing now, much smaller. So it's essentially getting rid of all your history in File Explorer. I feel very optimistic that that's going to produce good results for people, but I don't know for sure. Oh, the other thing I wanted to point out is that I did give credit to MD Tech for that. So I put the actual video that Eric provided, and then I also said it was recommended by Eric. So Eric, right now in your mentions for your channel, you should have a new item there. Now what that means, you're probably not aware of this, but if you go to your YouTube studio and then, let's see, where is that at? Not sure I'm remembering now. There's mentions. I think it must be in settings. Channel. No, you know what? I'm forgetting where this was. I don't remember. There's some place where mentions are. I'll get that for you another time.
Read
Eric.
chat, please.
To me, they are just another reseller, Greg M. I suppose you're replying to, oh, I see where you're at. All right, I'll go get your comments. They replied, hello, I am a seller under B-Link. My computer is configured. Gotta get more of his comments. Regarding B-Link Direct on Amazon, I asked them, 1, are you an authorized reseller of B-Link products? Are you a seller that is owned by B-Link Computers? They replied, hello, I am a seller under B-Link. My computer is configured with Windows 11 Pro system. What? If you encounter any problems with the machine within a year, you can contact me. His computer? My computers are configured. My computer is, sounds like you're really talking to an individual here, aren't you? To me, they're just another reseller. Yeah. I don't think that's a bot. I think that makes me think it's just English as a second language. That sounds like an individual typing that to me. So as long as you've taken us there to the B-Link conversation, let's come to Carrie Holzman's comment about that and zoom in a little bit. With regards to a viewer talking about pricing for computers, laptops, desktop, minis, PCs, etc., sellers do not need to be direct from manufacturer. Will include the added cost for service. Oh, let me read the pauses correctly. Sellers do not need to be direct from manufacturer, will include the added cost for service support or remove the added cost of service support. So the ones that charge more are providing more service support, is what he's saying here. In general, heavily discounted PCs will not include any service support, while name brand system integrators include the cost of service and support, such as Dell, Acer, Samsung, HP, etc. Nothing wrong with bargain shopping, but understand why the price is discounted. While I hear a lot of anxiety about imaginary support issues, I rarely ever talk to people who ever actually have had that experience. It's very rare for me to call support for any computer. I do have 2 support calls in right now for vertical market software. They often talk about what they read or see online rather than anything they personally experience and are focused on avoiding a scenario they would likely never have to begin with. However, if you require that kind of peace of mind, be sure to only buy from big brand name integrators and to pay more for that buyer's assistance. Absolutely, agreed. On the other hand, you can save a lot of money by not paying for service support that you never need during the warranty period on most modern electronics. You get what you pay for, pay more, expect more, pay less, expect less. Now, on that, there's another kind of associated thought. The client that I recently provided that Dell laptop for, we first ordered an inexpensive laptop that was around the $300 range, and that's the one that we discovered that its CPU was not actually on the approved list for Windows 11, so we returned it. And then when I talked things over with her, I had told you that I mistakenly assumed she was on a tight budget similar to her mother. And she said, no, I can pay more. So I gave her some choices. She went for the most expensive choice, Dell. But before she did that, as I was describing to her the risks of buying these unknown models, unknown brands, and by the way, there was one Lenovo that I said, I'm far more comfortable with that brand. They're about $350 for a N100, I think it was, laptop. But anyway, I said one of the other things that could happen is if other people see your laptop, what you buy, they might look down their nose at you for buying one of these cheap laptops. Buying a Dell laptop, you're not likely going to get anyone look down your nose for buying a cheap laptop. Some people don't like them. Anyway, that was part of her reason. She kind of reacted when I said that, when I was talking about those off-brand laptops, and some people might look down their nose at you for that. And I also told her that I'm not totally sold on them. They could wind up having issues. And I pointed out to her, look, this one that we just had that was not actually Windows 11 qualified. So there's those subjects to look at. Hi, Wendy. I was thinking about how can I move this boat so it looks like it's ready for you. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie, you've been looking at responding so often. I'm gonna stop doing the timestamps to you, and I think you've actually responded before I've done a timestamp, so I'm not sure if you're even aware of that. But anyway, heart and thumbs up for you. Thank you so much. Oh, geez, was I not showing all of that? Did I point through all of that and didn't have that on the screen at the time? Or did I go back to my camera? I don't know. You could, if you want to tell me in chat, yes, we saw you read through that. I only work here.
Read chat, please.
Doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. I just work here. He says you showed it. Thank you, Ran Israel. So that's where let's see. No, Greg was talking about them. All right. Buying from big brand does not mean you get support. I've had many battles with Dell support. Now that's true too. You may not get good support. I have had experience of working with Dell support when we paid for quick access, like the highest level. We did that on a server and it worked really, really well. I was very impressed with how they handled that. But when you call for and get their first tier support, oh man, hit me with a hammer, knock me out, please. I avoid calling support. In the case of the server support, it was totally the right thing to do. Oh, totally, man. And Israel Brian, I do not like B links on Amazon so much, come to think of it. The thought of transatlantic RMA is enough to discourage me. Yeah, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't bother. If there's something that goes wrong with them under the warranty period, I'm telling my clients, look, these computers, when we're paying this little money, if something goes wrong during their manufacturer's warranty period, it's not worth you paying me to deal with a warranty issue. We just buy another one. That's at $200. No, my time is, I charge $115 an hour. If I do any warranty return beyond the Amazon, it's absolutely not worth it. So no, won't be calling for warranty issues. Just not going to happen. Carrie's theory certainly holds true of that magnificent good support you get from Microsoft. Not. And I have been through Microsoft support too. And when there was a time I told you recently about paying like a $250 incident, like 20 years ago for a server, and they stuck with me. It was awesome. That is fine if there's no specific warranty mentioned, but there is a warranty on B-Link. Assuming blink.com is the manufacturer's website, that is who my daughter was communicating with, because one of her clients heard about B-Link from YouTube. He needs 200 plus. What? He needs $200 for the computer? I've been mentioning $200. blink.com support is who said B-Link direct on Amazon is the only authorized seller. Yeah, I'm not really too much worried about authorized sellers even. The only reason you ought to be worried about authorized sellers if you think you might want to send it back for warranty coverage under the warranty period. That has been so rare in my computer experience overall that it's not high on my radar. I know some of you custom builders, you've had a lot of experience with that, with RMA for individual components. I just don't get that on computers. And with the inexpensive computers, no, we wouldn't do that. We just buy a new computer. Doug has these at client offices. I don't know if Carrie does have them in client offices. This B-Link is for a business client. I think Greg M is proposing a B-Link for a client of his. I'm sorry, there's so many people in this B-Link conversation now. I'm get things mixed up. Yeah, he is looking to buy one for looks like for a business client. Yeah, I would be advising the clients with saving this kind of money and presuming Greg M charges his clients for his time. Explain to them, if something goes wrong during a warranty period, it is not worth trying to return it. We just buy another one. The money you'd be saving on your multiple purchases is going to cover that. It's kind of similar to Carrie's Windows licenses, where he said it many times, is if you have to, move to a different computer or something, or you change parts, just buy another license. If you want to be able to move a license from one computer to another, then pay 10 times as much for a license from Microsoft, because you can move those a certain number of times. I might get too carried away. Was there stuff I needed to cover today? Let me go consider that. Yes, Eric has a question we need to deal with. Eric says, is there a benefit to changing up to Windows 11? I do not like the review on Windows 11. Greg M responded to him already, other than not having security updates after October 2025 for Windows 10, and that major web browsers will eventually stop supporting Windows. I believe that's a sarcastic retort, because security updates are important and web browsing. It'll be probably a long time before web browsing becomes a problem. But there's other things. There's other benefits to Windows 11. There's a lot of features in Windows 11 that I like. Um, but I think the most important thing to address here is the reviews on Windows 11. All of the negativity, except for one that I have heard about Windows 11, come from computer technicians, not end users. All of the reviews from computer technicians that are offended that we have to buy new computers and the TPM 2.0 requirement. Now, I'll say two objections from client and end user. Client, some of them are not happy about having to buy new computers. Agreed. But they are all pretty much 6 to 12-year-old computers. And I'm completely okay with that. For business offices, absolutely. I want Windows 11 qualified, not just Windows 11, but Windows 11 qualified computers. Some of the computers in my clients' offices, yes, I could install Windows 11 on them. What under the table kind of effect. I don't know down the road what pop-up messages they're going to get or what watermarks they're going to get saying that their system's not safe from Microsoft. No, I don't want to do that. But there are some features in Windows 11 that I like very much. I'm not ready to rattle them all off the top of my head right now. I think maybe because the top of my head's a little foggy. I'm not sure. But there are some computers among my clients' offices that I am probably going to permit them to stay on Windows 10 after explaining the risks to my client. And I am going to note that in my invoices that I explained that to them. For instance, there's a security camera, surveillance camera server that that hosts the surveillance cameras. Well, nobody uses those to go out on the internet. They're pretty sheltered from the internet. There's an extra level of wall between them and the internet. And it's in a facility that is very, very price conscious. 2 of them, 3 of them. So I will explain it to them. I will put that in my invoice. I put that in by my invoices because, for instance, if the client has a cybersecurity event down the road, and these are some pretty big ifs, if some attorney on the other side wants to try to hold me responsible for it, I want anything like that documented on my invoice that I had a conversation with them and explained the risks, and they accepted a reasonable level of compromise for that computer, something like that. So I can show that and defend it.
Read chat, please.
All right, I will get to that chat. Let's see, it's Rand Israel saying some may opt to pay the $30 to get another year of support. Sure. I see John Williams' question about 24H2 on Big Beast. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Did I finish all of this? Eric has been pretty regular about following up, so I'm going to give him thumbs up and hearts without doing a timestamp. And I guess I'll mention to Eric. Eric is new around here, so please don't be offended with a little bit of a sarcastic retort that I read that as from Greg M. Eric is new around here. We don't really know much about his background, and so we welcome tech people here and end users here. So we may have end users here that'll ask a question like that. I want to just give a very reasonable, fair answer to it. And thank you for responding, Greg. I'm not being harsh on you either. And let's see. Mike Novelli. Do I need to give him a timestamp to that? All right, yeah, I'll do that. I recognize his name, but he's not, I don't think I see him very often. All right, so I've done enough there. I'm going to refresh that. No, I'm not going to refresh that yet. Let's go. Make sure you know I've covered these. Rand Israel about the $30 for another year of support, and I have done that on occasion. If you buy Dell from a non-authorized reseller, you would be buying a used computer. Yeah, that's generally all refurbished. There's no authorized Dell resellers, as far as I know. No authorized HP resellers, but I have bought both refurbished and used with the full buy-in from my client. I don't mark those up. They in fact, nowadays I'm pretty much always buying them with the client's credit card. There's another place I need to go check, see if I had things lined up. I do remember there's one email I have lined up for today, I think. Not sure if it's postponable or not. Oh no, this is a follow-up from Darren B. But it's I think it's a story of an experience. So I think it'd be easier to go through that tomorrow on the 2-hour show. So I think I'm winding down here. Did I get all the oranges? Orange, you just orange. Smiling again about the best friend joke. I'm looking mostly at the messages over here, so I haven't been paying attention to names. I don't mean to. I wasn't trying to skip anybody. So James Disher, hello. Because I don't think I called out your name before. Normal show time planned for tomorrow. Now wait, well, maybe I shouldn't have laughed. I'll keep praying for these people in Southern California. That might be some major news item that I'm not up to speed on. I do not keep current with news. I'm sorry, it's just too much clickbait and fire. Oh, Gary says it's fire, Southern California. That's been a pretty common thing, it seems like. Wise IT Man says support is like SEX. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's better than nothing. I don't know about that. No, I would say S*X is maybe better than nothing, but I've had support that is worse than nothing that I totally regret doing. Alice, yesterday LA County sent a mass text alert. Oh, yeah, I didn't get it. I'm not there. Why does Microsoft support when you call, say your information may be transferred to other countries, like I approved it? You know, you might have did you read through the entire user contract? Whatever they call that thing. You may have already approved that in their privacy policy. I found it interesting that B-Link could not get the domain name B-Link, but it had to settle for B-Link. Yeah, somebody already had it and they wanted too much money, and B-Link is a low-cost provider. I used to prefer HPE, which is HP Enterprise, but they got hinky setting up our PCs. Dell has been very responsible with putting on our OOBE image, completely set up. Yeah, I caught that hour, not out. Didn't I? Put on our OOBE. Asking phone or live chat for William. All right, I am right on time right now. No, blink.com is. I think that was a typo, is, he was saying there. Asia is a news website. Oh, blink.com is a news site for Asia. Yeah, that would be hard to buy that domain name away from them. Not gonna happen once a news chat has it established. Try the online chat. I have found sometimes online chat is pretty effective. That I like it. Sometimes not. Chat told me to call. I've had that too. I've had the chat support tell me to call them. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, 24H2. Am I already on it? Nope. I have had it offered on one or two of my computers, and I installed it. Seems like it took quite a while to do. Now, if I go check for updates, it doesn't actually start checking until I do that, right? Nope. But I have that easy anti-cheat still on this computer, I think. Checking Baby Beast. Baby Beast is on 24H2. And it doesn't have Fortnite, so it wouldn't have that easy anti-cheat. They told me your issue needs to call because of a hardware Microsoft Surface issue. Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop right there. Oh, there's some oranges though. I got that. Dell, HP do have partners for corporate clients. All right. If you buy a Dell from a non-authorized reseller, we sell that one. We have some shipments coming out of the LA area that are delayed, apparently due to fire. Steve and John have Indian accents. Mistaken evacuation order. All right, I'm out of here. Have a great Friday, everybody. I'm planning a normal show for tomorrow, and I have a redirect set for Kerry Holzman's show. He has a Friday show today. I'll give you a quick preview of that. Well, don't do that. Yeah, there's his thumbnail. Wildest motherboard. Is this the weirdest, wildest, and maybe wonderful motherboard of 2025? BD795M Prep. All right, that's it. Out of here. Bye.
That's all.